Hello guys, and welcome to Erick Sam's Online Lessons. Okay, in this lesson we are going to focus on a mathematic topic, that is functions. All right, so we are going to tackle the exam question. All right, so this question, it's very easy, but just need you to be very attentive and very careful. Right, so let's look at the question. Okay, so the question reads as follows. The function f and g are defined by fx is equals to x plus 3 over 2 and gx is equal to 1 minus 2x. Okay. Find number 1, inverse of f of x. All right. So now, how do we find these questions? All right. So let's start with number 1. Number 1. Okay, so to find the number 1, what should we do? All right, what should we do? Okay, let's use this space which is here. All right, so to find number 1, we are going to say f of x, inverse of f of x. All right, so to find the inverse of f of x, we are going to say let f of x equal to, all right, let's say y. Okay, so we want to, where there's f of x there, we want to put just a letter so that we can easily manipulate that. Remember, the moment you're going to put letter there, we are going to make this x the subject of formula. So that is our aim. Okay, so now to do that, let's go and try to substitute there. Where there is f of x, we are going to say y is equal to x plus 3 over 2. All right, now this is where we are. So now what should we do forward? So we're going to say here we're going to equate to balance the what? We'll balance the fractions. So in that case, we are going to say we cross multiply here. If you cross multiply, what will happen? You're going to say 2 times y is going to be what? 2y. 2y, then 1 times that is going to be x plus 3, right? Okay. Now, having reached that far, so what should we do? We proceed, right? So we're going to say we want to make x the subject formula. Okay, so we are going to take this 3 to the other side, right? Because there is a plus here, so we can easily take this to the other side. So it will be 2y is minus, 3 is equal to x. All right, so we've made the x the subject formula. Now, having done that, now we are going to, if we are going to flip this, if we flip it, x is going to be here, the rest is going to be the other side. So in that case, we are going to say, okay, let's try to rewrite it. We are going to say x is equal to 2y minus 3, right? That is what we have. Now remember, this y represents, we just put it, to be able to manipulate clearly there. So we are going to say f of inverse of f of x is going to be 2. Where there was y, we are going to put x minus 3, right? So that is the answer. That is the answer there. Hopefully you can see that is the answer there. Right now, we are going to the next question. Now, what about the next question? I hope this one you've seen it clearly. I guess my camera is clear. All right, so now let's go to the next question. The next question is saying, number B is saying, find g, g of f of x, g of f of x. Now, that simply means that g of f of x, what it tries to say there, it is actually telling us to say we have to substitute f of x into g. Okay, so to do that, we are going to write the equation for g. 1 minus 2. Where there is x, that is where we're going to put the f of x function. Okay, so we're going to say, where there is x here, we're going to open, since there is multiplication, we're going to say x plus 3 over 2, right? Okay, that is where we are. Okay, now from there, we are going to say, we continue. So we're going to say here, 1, remember, this 1 is independent here. So we're going to say negative 2 multiplied by everything there, right? So remember here, if you are very sharp here, you can easily see that these 2 can cancel with this one because there is multiplication here, right? So you can cancel these 2 with negative 2 there, all right? But if you want us to proceed, we can proceed. We are going to say negative 2 times x there. We are going to have negative 2x. Okay, then negative 2 times 3, we are going to have negative 6. All right, then over okay, over 2. Remember that 2, it is on this function, right? Okay, now we are going now to proceed from here. Proceeding from there, what should we do? What are we going to do, right? Remember, this is a function. This is the what? A single fraction here. This is a fraction here, okay? Separated by the negative sign. So if you want here, you can say, this one, it is independent here. You can equate it as a fraction, okay? Then you're going to say the what? The common factor, the common denominator is 2. 1 into 2 is what? It's going to be 2 times 1 is going to be 2 there. Then you're going to say 2 into 2, it's the same thing there up there. All right, so you're going to say minus 6. Okay, now from there, you're going to say, in this case, you're going to say, you organize the like terms. You have 6 here, negative 6 and 2. So if you rewrite them, you're going to say 2 minus 6 minus 2x, okay, over 2, right? Then from there, you're going to proceed by saying, you're going to say 2 minus 6 is going to be negative 4 plus 2x, all right? So from there, you say divided by 2. All right, so that is g f of x. G f of x. That is the equation there. Now, that is where you can end there. You end there, all right? So now let's go to the next question, number C. Number C is asking us find g f of negative 7. G f of negative 7. So the same function that we've used, now we are going to substitute 7 where there is x. So we're going to say g f of negative, f of negative 7, okay, is equal to negative 4 minus plus 2 negative 7, right? Then you're going to say over 2. Okay, now here you're going to say equal to, remember there's multiplication there, 2 times negative 7, that is negative 4, negative 14, okay, over 2. Now from there you're going to continue. You're going to say negative, if you add these, you're going to have negative, negative 18, right? Negative 18 over, okay, over 2. Now from there, what are you going to find if you are going to say negative 18 over 2? Negative 18 over 2. So that is the negative 9, right? Negative 9. So you can proceed by saying g f of negative 7 is equal to 9, right? Hopefully you are following. Hopefully you are following. Or maybe I was writing, okay. Anyway, I'm sure you can see there. All right, so that is the process how you find such equations, all right? Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I'm hoping to see you in the next lesson, all right? Always comment if you have question, or maybe you want to ask something, or maybe you want us to, you can suggest which next topic we can do, all right? Thank you very much, and have a blessed day or evening, all right? Thank you very much. Bye.